Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for FF issue 1. I think this is actually the only issue 1 that Marvel Now came out with this week, because there's a lot of issue 2s that came out. So, let's talk about the cover. I actually like Mike Allred's art. I know a lot of people dislike it. I think it's just a type of style. I think like John Romita Jr. Some people hate it, some people like it. I think because it is a different style art. I actually like his art, and again, I see why people would dislike it because it is a different type of style. But one of the reasons I did pick it up, this issue up, because it was Mike Allred's art, and I thought the story was stupid at first. When I first heard it announced, I thought, oh, this is gonna be stupid. It's like, oh, She-Hulk, Miss Thing. I mean, what's gonna go on here? And I wasn't a big FF fan, you know, before the Marvel Now relaunch event, whatever it is. Before Marvel Now, I just wasn't a big fan of FF. But I read the .1 issue where we get to see a little preview of FF, and I get to see Ant-Man talk about his daughter, which I was a really big Stature fan, and this is not really a spoiler because this happened like months ago, but in Avengers Children's Crusade, Stature died, and I was a big Young Avengers fan even before Avengers Children's Crusade, and I think that's where they became really popular. But beforehand, even before all that, I was a big Stature fan. Right when she was introduced in the first issue, she was introduced with the Young Avengers miniseries. So when she died, I was pretty upset, but I liked seeing Scott Lang's reaction to it. I like that their relationship with each other, even though we didn't really get to see them that much, because when Scott was dead, Stature was alive, and then when Scott is alive, Stature is dead. So we don't get to see their relationship that much, but we get to see how much they care for each other. So, and in that .1, we got to see that a lot. So I was like, you know what, let me give FF a try. I like She-Hulk, I like Scott Lang. I don't know who Medusa is, I definitely don't know who Miss Thing is, but let's give it a try. Even though I didn't love FF in the past, maybe I'll like it in the future. Future Foundation. Definitely liked the cover, and I was optimistic about this. I think at first I thought I was gonna really hate it, and I'd probably be less optimistic about it, but I was very optimistic going into this series. So we get to see pretty much a sum up who is the Future Foundation. We get to see some of the kids, you know, Valeria, Franklin, say what this is all about, who are the Future Foundation, and I mean, I'm not going to explain it with this review, but if you read the issue, it's just a really good sum up of who the Future Foundation is. And then we also get to see different Fantastic Four members say, hey, you want to be part of the Future Foundation while we take this field trip? Because we're going to be gone for 4 minutes, but just in case, we want you here. So, Scott Lang is like, no, not doing it. I lost my daughter. I don't think this is right for me. But in the end, he's like, all right, I'll accept it. Maybe this is a good thing for me. We also get to see Susan Storm. She acts Medusa, who I don't know their relationship. I don't really know who Medusa is. But I'm sure for Medusa fans, they really enjoy this because Susan Storm's like, oh, you want to be on our team? And she's like, okay. And then we also get to see a great, hilarious part with Ben and She-Hulk. I think they have some sort of thing going on with them. They have some sort of relationship. And it was very interesting because She-Hulk has been on the Fantastic Four team. So she's like, oh, yeah, sure, I've done it before. Whatever, do your thing. So that was kind of fun, and just seeing them train with each other was hilarious. And She-Hulk throwing a water bottle at Ben, and because he gets a little shocked, he squeezes the water bottle. He's like, Jen, you know what? You know you can't do that to me. So I thought that was kind of funny. We also get Miss Thing and Johnny. I don't know if Johnny knows she's Miss Thing, because she's like, he writes on his phone, he's like, oh, ask somebody about the thing. He's like, oh, why am I doing that? Oh, hey, Miss Thing, you like the thing? And she's like, sure, why not? I think he doesn't know she is Miss Thing, whoever Miss Thing is, because we know nothing about her. Maybe we'll learn more about her issues to come. But he didn't even ask her to join the team. I don't know how that's going to happen. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen there. Maybe before they go on a trip, we'll find out more about her. But I feel like she's like the mystery character that we feel like we should know more about, but she hasn't been in any issues. I don't know. She's a little confusing. So yeah, we just get to see people join the team, talk about Future Foundation. I thought this is an interesting issue. I think it's a really good issue if you haven't read Future Foundation. I read, I think maybe like 5 issues of the series. Didn't really love it because I didn't love the kids. I like Alex Power because I'm a big Power Pack fan. But other than that, I like Valeria, I like Franklin, but I didn't really know any of the other characters. I wasn't enjoying it that much, so I did drop it. But I'm hoping with these new Fantastic Four characters, really, that are going to mentor these people, it'll bring these children and this story more interesting. Again, I don't know much about Medusa. I definitely don't know anything about Miss Thing, but I was very excited to see Scott and She-Hulk in a team, and I think that should play an interesting part to see how these characters are going to interact with each other. And again, I hope they can describe this Miss Thing thing, because but I hope they do describe it, because I feel like they're telling this story that we feel like she's been a character for years, but no one knows anything about her, and they portray her character like we should know something, but we really don't. And like, how the hell did she end up with Human Torch? Well, how's she gonna join the team? And I feel like, I don't know if that's a plot hole or just they have something going for that. I don't know. That's the only thing that really annoyed me with this issue. And also, I didn't really love the interviews with the kids. Maybe that's more for the previous Future Foundation fans, because maybe they like these people. But I didn't really enjoy the interviews. They were supposed to be funny, but they really weren't. I guess because I don't love those characters, because I just didn't like them in the previous series. So I thought this had really great art, in my opinion. I thought the story was pretty good. You know, getting to see different characters interact with each other definitely made me interested for more issues to pick up for now, unless, you know, it just the story arcs that come up are not interesting. But for now, I think these are interesting characters to kind of put together, and I'm excited to see what happens next. Also, like I was gonna say, I really liked Allred's art. I think he did a really good job. I understand why people might not like this art, but I have to say I really enjoyed it. Really liked this art. So I'm gonna give it 3.5. I enjoyed it. There were some bad things about it, the Miss Thing thing, and the kids. I didn't love the interviews that much, and that was kind of half this story. So I'm gonna give it 3.5. I think you should pick it up, see if you like these characters. Just see if you enjoy it, and I think with this issue you'll kind of introduce what we're going to see more of. And I'm excited to see what story arcs they have, because I don't know what they're going to do with this whole 4-minute thing, because obviously I think the next issue is just going to be them waiting, saying, alright, well, 4 minutes has passed and they're not here anymore. Because I think it definitely will feel like a year. Something will go wrong because they still need Avengers, and if it's 4 minutes they won't have Avengers. So maybe they do that wrong and it will be like a year is gone. So I'm definitely curious about that, and see what happens with the 4-minute thing. But definitely pick this up. I give it a 3.5. This Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I give this 3.5, and I say pick it up. Bye, guys.